Hello, Lisa here, Interdimensional 5D. When you go to sleep at night and you feel like you wake up and you did something, more than likely you have. We consider that you work for the army of the Lord or you work for the army of the bad guys. Either way, I'm talking to you. My theorems are based on my personal experiences, reading the Bible, Dolores Cannon's work, and investing time in studying ancient alien theory stuff. Okay? Um, I am an ancient alien theorist. I believe we were seeded by aliens, and all of us are part of a hybridization program, the likes of which you guys don't understand, but some of you do understand. Now, something has occurred. I'm going to mention names because God says do it. Okay? My life has been contained ever since I was a young child. Now, as bizarre as that's going to sound, it's true. I've been the subject of much entertainment for a certain group of people. One of them is Benedict Cumberbatch, unfortunately. One of my favorite actors, which has saddened me, okay? He's not a very nice person. And that's when they say be mindful of meeting your heroes. They just might disappoint you. And that one has, okay? Now, I told him, we talk through the etheric, quantumly entangled. I said to him, Ben, you know when you played that, when you played that androgynous being with Ben Stiller, I don't know what that show was called. Was it called Zoolander or something? Ben does a wonderful job. He is a good actor at times. I said, if I was your wife, did Sophie ever ask you, hey, honey, I love that character. Why don't you dress up like that and cook dinner for me? At least once a week. And so Ben thought that was great. He told Ben Stiller, I hear him say, what episode was that? And then if you guys go ahead and try to make a TV show after that, I'm suing you because that was my idea. And God wants me out here saying that. The other thing, we had a meeting, Mr. Weller was there, and I'm the one who came up with the reverse engineering of the alien technology and blasting it back out to those guys, not Ben. And Ben has been taking, what would you call it? He's been taking credit for crimes solved by me. He gets into my head at night, and he sifts through my psychic abilities. And he's been keeping me down for over 18 years, at least, maybe more. And his career is based off of my energy. Now you can say, Khaleesi, you're fucking crazy. You go ahead and say that, okay? Because this is part of a court case, and it will come out. And they're trying to keep it silent, and I'm out here like a fucking bitch talking because they keep my fucking... Elon Musk has got the finger on the trigger holding the monetization down because they want me stuck. Okay? Now, I'm going to read a story that came in tonight. It's not a story. It's actually based on truth. I had a vision. God was there, and he said, get up and write this down. Okay? And I'm mentioning names on purpose. I dare them. I double dog dare you. A, to come and fight me. B, to sue me. And we'll see how far that goes. Now, this being has been in this card for a very long time. Nine of Swords. And this being has been passionately Ace of Wandsing out to the universe, to the Great High Lord, about what's being done, the work that's being done here on planet Earth. And when I read to you the words, you'll understand. Okay? There's a particular Queen of Swords who's been after Temperance, one of the most cherished, beloved Earth Angels, chosen ones. who owns a significant ace of pentacles and was meant to live a life of prosperity and be a joy to the fucking world through her voice, music, sound, and art. And they repressed that person for 68 motherfucking years. And every husband she married was involved and's been paid. Now they tell me to walk away, walk the fuck away on my focus on Ben, because he's been promising me, Trent Reznor, tell Lisa Ben's coming to marry her. And don't forget to ask the question, will you leave with me right away? And then there's, Sophie, please don't leave me. The village. The fucking village. And the self. The myriad picture of the self. Which has called in, you're gonna love this, people, divine authority is here. Divine authority is here. And I'm gonna show you how fucking divine. Every motherfucking constellation in the Federation, the Galactic United Federation, every constellation is here. And the Taurus and the Aquarius who think they're above the law are going to jail today. The divine masculine who's played with love has got a real fucking storm coming up over the remote viewing bullshit he's been involved in as bear energy. And we're not talking about Ethel's bear. This is a different bear. The bear energy is going to change. Your fucking whole world, dude, is changing. Now, this is an erroneous message. Somebody in Arkansas who used their words properly about a divine muse is going to receive an unexpected blessing. I don't know who you are, but thank you. And then they say, to all of us, if you listen to me and you feel like you've been affected by any of these people, change your focus and cleanse your chakra. Okay? They attach on your chakras, man. Ask your angels, Michael, whoever, take your own fucking swords, cut the attachments, and cleanse your chakras, okay? If it's happened to me, it's happened to some of you. And don't for 1 minute think you're crazy in the head because you're hearing the voices of famous people or seeing them and you think of their names. They're thinking about you. I can tell you about the technology they use to do that. Thank you, President Obama. This is where I say ex-presidents should be ex and have no power, get no pay. We shouldn't pay their lives as Americans. They're millionaires. Fuck them. Once they're done, fuck them. Now, to some of us who've really suffered through this, and there's a bunch of you out there, man. More than you know. What was that saying to me? Prosperity lies ahead. Okay? And you're very close to achieving your goal. Now I'm going to read for you the vision. This is a vision from God to me, to you. Oh, before I read this, Mommy Wada, thank you so much for being you. I hear and see things, and we don't get clarity all the time of what's happening to us. But your readings, and I know it's been annoying for you because these same energies, and I found out today, they were never going to stop. They have plans to fuck with my son. They fuck with my grandson. They fuck with everywhere I go, and he has followed me around. You were so spot on, woman. I hope if I get my money, I'm going to come and meet you. We're going to have lunch and talk because I love you. If it wasn't for you, I really wouldn't have known where I was. And yes, they've been fucking with you. Okay? Because I came out. I share your YouTube videos as part of the story, as I've been telling it. I've taken videos up and down and fucked with them too, okay? Because they fuck with this channel. Look at my analytics. You think your analytics are bad? You know, they won't even let mine get started. But my spirit team tells me, hey, Lisa, more people listen than you know. And if I watch my own videos, I can see the ticker going. But no numbers ever change. So whoever's doing that, I'm going to get paid by you. Anyway, here's the vision. Imagine, if you will, a group of people, ages from 34 to 72. Actors, producers, high-end people, corporate heads, sharks, as it were. Money, educated, and immoral. Given by governments around the world the ability to use energy weapons. Now, I'm going to stop right there. When I first became awakened, I went to Bob Hickman's classes. I did about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years, with his little stupid culture of witches that associated with some of these British people, okay? I've seen people in his groups, in his classes, have fear over energy weapons. I've seen people suffering. Okay, so energy weapon. If you think you're being attacked by an energy weapon, you are. Okay? Barack Obama started this. Now, let's go back a little bit in time. 1961, the Galactic Federation contacted Dwight D. Eisenhower. That's history, people. It's there. Whether they see, you don't teach it in schools, you should. And Valiant Thor gave some information to the president to be used to communicate for good. One of them is the HARP, which they now use to control weather to destroy populations. Know this to be true, people. This is not a fucking lie. And I'm not making it up. The HARP is real. Somewhere in my storage locker there's a book about it, and maybe I'll come out and read it to you sometime. The name of the book is Angels Don't Play This Harp. I can't remember the author's name. I've read that book when I was reading Dolores Cannon's work, and that was years and years ago, people. I got a lot of history under my belt, and they like to talk about I'm not educated. Okay, so Dwight D. Eisenhower, Barack Obama started manipulating and playing with these energy weapons. That's why Ethel is fucking with that bear. And when I say Ethel Kennedy, yes, she's dead. Do not ever think the dead don't have power. This is a multiverse, people. Stupid Doctor Strange. I'm gonna kick your fucking ass. Just know this to be true. And I can't wait to humiliate you. You and that other one, fucking Jake. I better get that fucking bracelet, dude. Anyway. Energy weapons. To insult, listen, film, abuse, and have a power over people's lives, unbeknownst to the mass population. They call them fans. And I know the technology, how they could look into you, okay? Pets, as it were. Warped by the lifestyle of the rich and famous. Given money, no ending supply. Hence, a coffee cartel is started to secure drugs of all sorts and humans to sacrifice for a small elite group, even more elite than the Illuminati. I don't know what they call themselves, and I don't want to fucking know. So visualize a floor of a high-rise building, darkening IKEA curtains, gurneys, chairs, an informal operation room for group, and then rooms for group sex, little bedrooms so you can go in and fuck, have sex fuck. For group sex, jacking off, and playing with various people around the world. Now remember, they have Lisa dolls, used as voodoo dolls. Energy weapons. An elite group watching you and toying with your body and your mind. Some of you get the blessings as they support your endeavors because you're pretty and you say what they want. Fuck you, bitches. And yes, I'm bitter and I'm jealous. Fuck you. And some, they beat and torture, fuck, waltz, drug, and dismember because it's just too fucking ugly and gross to be part of their team. They called themselves the Kingdom. So people of money come to them and pay them to eradicate certain people, certain players, to eliminate competition, and thus an elite thug group of killers is born. How dare you? How dare you defile Italian people, you fucking racist fucks? Not just people killers, but killers of dreams, love, hearts, and life. Now I understand how a woman named Kathleen is always drilling people with energy to see how long till they scream and die, stealing families from famous, what do they call those places? I don't want to say the name of it. Like amusement parks. Stealing people from amusement parks. Foreign people. Stealing families and harboring them in empty homes because the lust for killing has gone beyond reason and morality. The Chinese are upset about this. They want to make a TV show called The Kingdom about this, for they think they have ascended the mountain, a mountain, when in actuality, they created a mountain of shit for themselves, for their governments, and for the rest of humanity. For a year and a half, or maybe two, I invested in taking psychic classes of various sorts, which I kind of already talked about. Tarot classes online, Zoom classes, where you see others through their cameras. I have witnessed people who were frightened and knew they were being affected by something. They go to doctors, nothing is wrong, they take medication, it gets worse. The Kingdom at work. Now, I hate to say this, but if you're a friend of mine and you have an ailment that won't go away, more than likely you're being affected because if you're a friend, you might actually be able to help me. Okay? And they have ruined people's lives who could be, like, my favorite cousin is dead, my nephew is dead. People who are helpful are dead or have been compromised. And that's where I say, Noah, have no fear, speak your truth. If you don't look right or say the right things, you're toast. And they would never stop. This is the part where a divine being called in divine authority because they weren't gonna stop. The plans were being made this morning to fuck with my son. until the one they called it came along. Killed more than twice. Killed so many times. God, this one knows this one by name. Put here for a very specific reason. And trust me, God said, "You're here again? What the fuck?" The kingdom operates out of New York City. Little cozy bedrooms for the elite to play with. Some of their pets they bring there to show them how they play. Drugs, bedrooms, sex magics, rituals during the moon cycles, and tons of cameras. And various energy weapons. One of the weapons of energy they use, if you ever feel very cold, like a cold, that's them, okay? They think that emulates how the gods feel, okay? And then for the women, if you feel cold, like somebody's got a cold hand on your vagina, that's them. Unbelievable. Regular, and they're still doing it right now. He thinks he's going to get me to shut up. Regular, ordinary people with tons of money give weapons to alter thinking, body movement. So if you all of a sudden, you were very agile and all of a sudden you're clumsy, you're being weaponized and more. Spoiled, drug-addled adult children given carte blanche to do whatever they want from a worldwide civilian population onto a worldwide civilian population. How this particular group was formed, I don't know. Probably put together by some politicians and 33 and a thirders. You're going down, people. You could pull your energy weapon on me. You already know I don't capitulate and give in. You already know if you kill me, I'm going to come back. Somehow. They've suppressed that. It's not Jesus. Jesus already walks this planet. And I think he's identifying himself in court today. As is God. The divine authority is here. And every single member of every single constellation in the Federation is out there. And I do believe NASA can prove that. So come on and sue me, you big fucking names. The face of Britain. You're going down, buddy. You fucked with me too long. Anyway, peace out. That's my message today. Remember, I think you're amazing, and I absolutely do love you. Bye now.